Hi everyone, how are you today? I just got some books in from Barnes & Noble and I thought it would be fun to unbox them with you and show you some of the books that I ordered. I know you're thinking that, didn't she just buy some books recently? And it's true. But lately I've been thinking that of all things to invest in, I think books is a good investment. You just don't know whether you'll always be able to have access to books and information. All right, we have some recycled air, which is pretty much just deflated itself. All right, I'm actually just going to move this off screen so we have a little more space. All right, so the first book that I ordered is Interior Chinatown by Charles Yu. I think that I talked about this on a previous video. It might have been a live stream. Anyway, it's a very interesting premise. It's about this young man who wants to be an actor and make it big in Hollywood, but he's an Asian man and he finds himself getting stuck in these stereotypical roles. And the book itself is very creative because you're not really sure if he's talking as himself sometimes or as one of the characters that he's playing. The real world and the fictional worlds are intertwined in this book. And it's written in the form of a screenplay, as you can see. I thought this book was very funny, very creative, and just a surprisingly good book on race relations. It's not something that I read a lot about, but I thought that there was a lot that rang true in this book, and it was just very entertaining and also a book that teaches you something. So, yes, a heavy subject, a light format, you could say, and it was a National Book Award winner, and I think it was well-deserved, so check that out if that is something that might be your cup of tea. This particular copy is the paperback, and it's a very different cover than the other one, but I like the vintage art style here. It's very cool. I also ordered this NYRB book, 3 Summers by Margarita Liberaki. And this is a book from Greece. 3 Summers is the story of 3 sisters growing up in the countryside near Athens before the Second World War. Living in a big old house surrounded by a beautiful garden are Maria, the oldest sister, as sexually bold as she is eager to settle down and have a family of her own, beautiful but distant Infanta, and dreamy and rebellious Katerina, through whose eyes the story is mostly observed. Over 3 summers, the girls share and keep secrets, fall in and out of love, try to figure out their parents and other members of the tribe of adults, take note of the weird ways of friends and neighbors, worry about and wonder who they are. This is a book that I bought because it's written by a Greek author, and I am really looking forward to it. I have had really good luck so far with these NYRB classics. We'll see how it goes, but it sounds really good from the back cover. I like books about families, and yeah, should be some interesting history in that too. Okay, this book I bought pretty much on a whim. It's a self-help book, and it's called The Courage to Be Disliked. The Japanese phenomenon that shows you how to change your life and achieve real happiness. This book, I hear, was actually a bestseller in Japan. It has really good reviews. So I'm very interested to see what it's like. I'm not someone who reads a lot of self-help books, but I think some of the ones I have read were very worth reading, and it's a genre, if you will, that I would like to explore some more. So this book is based on Adler psychology. I know nothing about that. If you do, let me know in the comments what to expect. It's interesting to me that a lot of modern authors are basically repackaging psychology in more approachable form. I suppose that's something that's been happening since time immemorial, but this one, it definitely acknowledges its roots in other thought, if you will. So yeah, The Courage to be Disliked. This book is one I highly anticipated, and it is Jordan Peterson's new book, Beyond Order: 12 Rules for Life. I didn't love the first book. In fact, I'll do a whole video on Jordan Peterson soon. But I really admire Jordan Peterson as a person, have been following him on social media for a while now, and I think he's just a very genuine person and has done a lot of good in the world, even though I disagree with him on some things. I think he is someone you can really learn from, regardless of whether you agree with him or not on everything. Like, you don't want all of your heroes to be perfect, right? But anyway, this book is a companion book to the first one, 12 Rules for Life, which focused more on order, and this book focuses more on chaos. Like, you need balance between the two. Again, I'll have more to say on this in the future, but I am looking forward to reading this because a lot has happened in Mr. Peterson's life since he wrote the first book. Him and his wife both, I would say, had near-death experiences, or at least very, very severe health issues that were just very hard on them and their whole family. So yes, my hope is to read this soon and not to procrastinate, and to give you all a review in the near future. There was one more book that I was expecting, but I'm not seeing it in here, so I have to go back and check to see whether it was coming today or tomorrow. But yeah, that's what I've got for now. That should keep me busy for a while. Thanks for watching, and please like the video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.